Hey everybody, here I am. Here we go. Trying it without my sunglasses today. Giving it a good try. I'm sitting here. I'll wait until you guys find me. I've got my smoothie. It's got organic berries and let's see, kale and super greens and kombucha and some chia seeds and some kind of nuts in there for protein. So that's what I'm doing right now. I slept in until 12:46 today, and I had a really good sleep. And then I did my vitamin C drinks and my carrots. Hey, Cindy! Yay! You're the first one who found me. You're making pizza dough for supper. Cool. That's great. Yeah, I was just kind of killing time. Hi, Holly. Welcome. Killing time until you guys all found me. I was talking about what I ate today. Oh. Got to talk about something. Hey, how you doing, Julie? This is cool. 3 people on so far. Maybe more, I guess. Say if you're on, say hi. So I was talking about my smoothie and my carrot beet juice and my I had a bean burrito, little bean burrito, gluten free. So here we go, Jennifer. Hi, Jennifer. Beautiful day in Indiana. Hi, Diane. Hi, Terry. Wow, what's spinning? Who's what is spinning? Is yours still spinning? Anyway, it's a beautiful day here too. I was just outside. I took a 45-minute walk. There are people golfing in the golf course, which is really, that's a good solitary activity. So I noticed they were golfing, so that means I can't walk over there. So I've just been walking around and around and around my property. Hey, Carly, welcome. Oh, you mean the world spinning? Yeah, my road is pretty busy for, pretty much a shelter in place. I'm kind of surprised. Oh, I see your things are spinning that are loading me. Got it. Oh, good. I'm glad you can hear me. You just can't see me yet, huh? Okay. I'll be on soon, hopefully. So anyway, hey Donna, welcome. Good to see you. Isn't this fun? I love checking in with all you guys. This is just really fun. I'm glad we do this. Hey, Vicky, good to see you. How is my daughter? Yeah, that's always the $100 question, isn't it? It's the same, pretty much the same. She's holding her own. Um, oh, you can't hear either, Cindy? Uh-oh. You other people are hearing me, right? Yes. Okay. She's holding her own. She's you know what? My mic isn't close to me. That might help. All right, good. This probably is even better, huh? Sorry. I don't know why that mic was over there. She's holding her own. She's outside right now because it's so nice out. You can hear and see me. Good. Great. Great. Yeah, she's better, not worse. I would say she's got an appetite. That tells me she's better because she didn't eat for like 3 days. And even though she says her stomach hurts, you don't have any video, Julie? That's really weird. You guys are seeing me, right? Some of you see me, right? Do you see me? Let me know. Well, I think I'm good. Yeah. Um, anyway, she's sitting outside and okay, good. Thanks, Donna. Yeah, okay. She's sitting outside and she's I mean, I think her breathing isn't bad. She still has a lot of pain when she's breathing, but I think she has a mild case. She's pretty worked up still. But, I'm not seeing anything. I'm not seeing her go south. She still has the headache. She still has the stomach ache. She still has the pain and breathing. And I do believe it's the virus. I really do. She's someone who doesn't even ever get the flu. So but she's got a mild case. My husband said to me last night, sometime your stomach hurt. Yeah, that's not really why though. Well, she's her stomach started to hurt and then she stopped eating. So, kind of, it's not like my daughter not to eat, trust me. Um, she's, it's all the anxiety, right? Yeah. Um, yeah, my suspicion is that she has it because she wasn't exposed to anybody except for the one person who had the coronavirus symptoms. So and she didn't come down with anything for 8 days, and that's a lot longer than a flu window would be. Flu is usually 2 to 4, and she's never had the flu once in her life. She gets a lot of colds, but she doesn't get the flu. So, I kind of think so. And Tom said to me the other day, he said, "Well, haven't you just had a little funky feeling?" And I said, actually, my legs have felt like jello here and there. I felt a little bit, sometimes I'm a little sore throaty, a little coffee. I've been probably a little more tired, which is why I slept till almost 1 o'clock today. So, maybe we have just a super mild case of it, which that would be really, really great. I mean, actually, that would actually be the best case scenario because then we would have the antibodies on the other side. And yeah, we're good. Thank you, Terry. Yeah, bone broth. Thank you. Yeah, I do bone broth. I've been doing soups with her and bone broth. So she's and we've been just doing a lot of really good nutrition. We're doing no sugar in this house. So I know people are joking about eating ice cream and cookies and getting fat, but sugar depresses your immune system. So the last thing we want right now is to depress our immune system. So we have been, I mean, you can probably tell I'm getting thinner. We've been like healthy as can be. So, maybe we're going to pass through this with flying colors. I'm hoping so. So thank you all for all your support and prayers. So great. All your encouragement. I think, I'm not scared. I'm not scared. Let's put it that way. When it first started, when she first came down with the symptoms and we knew she was exposed, there's immediately this surge of fear, like, oh my God, this could be the end. But now as time is going on and I'm not seeing her getting worse, I'm watching her signs, and I have to really watch her because she tends to get very anxious. And so I have to see what's real and what she's imagining. So yeah, food is our medicine, Jennifer. Yeah, good. No sugar there either. Yep. So I know, I mean, it's good for us. So I was hearing one doctor talk about any obesity could be an issue if you do get it. So, the fact that we're eating healthy is a good thing. Get rid of any extra pounds. I know I don't have my sunglasses on right now. I thought that I'd try without, but I know you're vegan, Jennifer. Okay, I'll put my sunglasses on because you know what? You're right. I shouldn't get a headache. I have been headache free for 3 days now. And I think it's because of the sunglasses. And I didn't want to not be on the computer. So the sunglasses are a good thing. So thank you for reminding me. I kind of forgot. Hey, Cherie. Hey, welcome to the channel. Glad to have you here. Very nice. Yeah, we're coming together every day and having chit chats. So, encouraging each other. So I put, I'm an old woman. We're all getting kind of old. But yeah, that's good. Yeah, now I'm a rock star. Without the purple hair. Although I used to have purple hair at one time. I thought that was fun. But so what was I going to talk about? Oh, so I just put on I put it up on my feed. It's a video from a doctor in Grand Rapids, Michigan, who is, he tells us how to get our groceries safely. And it was very informative, very helpful. So I would encourage you guys to watch that. It's only a 13-minute video. It's actually a little overwhelming because all the everything that our groceries come in have to be basically thrown away. We have to sanitize everything. We have to sanitize our fruits and vegetables. And Yes, I have prescription sunglasses, Jennifer. I do. Thank goodness, because that's how I'm seeing the screen. Else I couldn't see a thing. Um, yeah. So anyway, he was talking about like he's got a dirty side on his counter, a clean side on his counter, and he washes everything and moves it over, and it looks a little daunting, but I think it's a really great idea. He explained it really well, and so I wanted to pass that on to you guys to help keep you safe. So that was one thing that I wanted to talk to you about. And the other thing is that I've been thinking a lot about, oh, now I forgot what I was going to say. Okay. Sometimes I do that. That's proof that I'm getting old. I start a sentence and I forget. Okay, Diana, I worked in my flower beds and moved our lawn. I had a good time, but after my shower, I'm down for the count. Well, well, good for being out. I mean, this is the other thing. We have to get out. We have to get exercise. We have to eat right. And we have to maintain, we have to avoid stress. And so I haven't gotten the video out today. I have a video that I want to put out. I have just the home that I'm going to put on it. But because I was outside, I literally walked around for 45 minutes outside, and then I just sat and soaked up the sun for another 20 minutes. And while I'm doing that, I talked to my mother, and then I talked to my daughter that doesn't live here. And I'm not getting, I do have a lot of balls in the air. That's true. Thank you, Terry. Yeah, I do. And I, don't we all just walk into a room and go, why am I here? What am I here for? And sometimes it takes a while. So anyway, my mom does aerobics every morning on the front porch. That's really good. Elderberry is good for you. Oh, and it comes in gummies. Yeah, I know a lot of people that do elderberry. Julie is on the channel right now. Hopefully, are you still here, Julie? She was having trouble getting the video from Mimi's Pantry. She does elderberry syrup, and she makes her own. And I wanted her to do a video on that because I think that would be really good to learn how to make that. That's supposed to be really good for your immune system. I've been doing the, oh, your mom's 82. Well, that's amazing. That's amazing then. I've been doing the neti pot every day. And, I swear by the neti pot. It's putting that warm water into your sinuses where a lot of this can come into your face and into your system. And it's cleansing. It keeps it keeps you from having postnasal drip. I've been doing zinc every day and vitamin C and yeah, all the healthy foods, and I swear by that. Oh, hey, Julie. Yeah, I was just saying you need to make elderberry syrup on a video, okay? Because it's good for our immune system. So I think that would be good for us. Yeah, so I just hope you are all doing everything you can to stay physically healthy. And then, yes, a neti pot is very good for your allergies, and it's super cheap. It's just a little plastic pot that it's this little thing you can get at CVS maybe for $10, maybe 20 tops. I think it's 10 though. And you have saline solution in there with distilled water. You never use tap water. You use distilled water. You warm it up. You mix that solution in, and it sounds awful, and it's a learned skill, but you're basically hosing into one nostril and it's coming out the other. And I learned years ago that some things seem disgusting, but they have great benefits. And that is one that I've found has alleviated asthma, and it keeps your sinuses clean. It's really important, I think. But yeah, but they have said that there have been a few cases of people who use tap water, which you never do, because if there's an amoeba or something in the tap water, that can attach in there. So you want to make sure you're using distilled water or water you've boiled, so that you are, not giving yourself anything in your sinuses. You want to be cleansing it. So, that's the deal with the neti pot. And yeah, I swear by it. It's really been a lifesaver for me with asthma and allergies. So I've been doing that. And then the emotional stuff, I've been listening to some really good talks the last few days. Been listening to some podcasts, and people are just really out there lending a lot of emotion. I saw that Dr. Phil now is going to do a series. He's doing it from his home. So he's on vacation. I guess he's done with his yearly series and he's at home filming and helping people with stress relief. Because he said one of the most important things we're going to have to do right now during this time, during this collective trauma, is to learn how to de-stress. And I think he's going to give a lot of good, helpful suggestions. So it's going to come through on YouTube. So look him up, and I think he'll be really good. Hi, historical buff in Montana. Welcome. Hey, Dorothy. Good to have you here. This is fun. This is really good. Oh, you don't like Dr. Phil, Jennifer? Okay, you don't have to watch him. I like him. He kind of cracks me up. So I listened also to Eckhart Tolle. Oprah loves Eckhart, right? And he has something on YouTube right now. He put it up about, he was talking about, he actually read from the Bible, and he was talking about the wise man who built his house upon the rock and the foolish man who built his house upon the sand. And the waves came, the rains came down and the floods came up. And the house on the sand, of course, was battered. The house on the rock stood firm. And he was talking about our rock as being, getting in touch with our inner self and not focusing on these things that pass away in the world. So right now we're getting stripped of everything. Really, a lot of people are losing their income, which is scary. We've been stripped of our freedom. We're stripped of an ability to hug and be with our friends and socialize in person. We've entered this whole new collective misery, really. And so anything that we've been stripped of shopping, because now we have to decorate with what we have, which isn't all a bad thing, but some of us that like new things don't get to do that. So we've got all these things that we've been stripped of. But if we hold on to what we have, what we still have is we have our faith, whatever that is, been already stripped of some of our health, and that worries us all too. So he was talking about how we just need to get centered and focus on what is real and what can't be taken away from us. And what can't be taken away from us is our soul. We are here. And his talk was about 20 minutes. It's kind of slow, but it actually was a really good calming thing it put me to sleep. 3 nights in a row, I've fallen asleep to that. So, but there have been a lot of good things out there. I've listened to Rich Roll. I don't know if you guys know Rich Roll. He had his wife, Julie, on. He has a podcast, but he's also on YouTube, and his wife, Julie, was on a few days ago. And I found that to be really helpful too. They were talking about a lot of things of our priorities and how we're just changing. We're digging deep right now. So let's see what you're all saying. Put a teaspoon of apple cider vinegar in water. Yeah. So Catherine, we were talking about that yesterday, the teaspoon of apple cider vinegar in your water. It is very healthy, and a lot of people do it and find it to be really healthy. Some of us can't do it. I gag. I can't do that. So, all right. So yeah, Eckhart Tolle, he has books out. Yep. Dorothy, your husband's work is finally talking about shutting down. Oh, I'm so glad. That is wonderful. Some of these people are so slow to the party. I'm Jennifer. I'm sorry your dad may lose his job. Yeah. Read Isaiah 26:20. My husband and I were reading the Bible today. We try to do that every day. This is an interesting passage to read. Okay, Isaiah 26:20. I don't have that memorized, so I don't know what that is. But I will read it, and maybe everyone else wants to too. It's a really important time to meditate and read your Bibles or whatever your religious affiliation is, just to get deep into something that is meaningful to you. I say this often, but I'm in problem, and we're all unified in the need to be comforted and be at peace. So that's yeah, instant GERD. Oh, they make the apple cider vinegar capsule. Yeah, that would work a whole lot better for me. Oh, Donna, you're doing the dishes. That's good. I used to have thrift store Thursday with my sister. Oh, that would have been so much fun, Dorothy. Oh man. Yeah. So anyway, Rich Roll, look him up if you want to hear the one that he and his wife Julie talk. I just thought that was really good because what Julie was talking about, and I think this is true, is when we're all stripped away, what we have is our soul that can't be touched, and that we are going to be fine on some level. We are loved and we are fine always, no matter what happens to us, and it's really in that we have to hold on to and take refuge. So she was talking a lot about that. I thought their conversation was very interesting. So anyway, those were some of the helpful things that I've been listening to lately that I wanted to pass on to you guys. And I can't wait to get a new video up. I love that we're doing that. That's fun that we're all going into each other's homes and enjoying that. So I would love all of you to, and you'd like to share your house, you absolutely don't have to. If you'd like to, please feel free to send me a message on Facebook or in the comments below, and we'll figure out how you can get me the pictures. So it's really been fun. Yep, all is well with my soul. Well, that is good, Dorothy. And that's the place where we all need to be. Our souls, it's really about our souls, because things can happen to our bodies, but no one can touch that soul. And so we're being careful with our bodies. We're being careful with other people's bodies. I just heard a force that Trump has put together, and they come on every day. And there's that woman in there, and I don't remember her name. I'm sorry about that. And I don't even remember her position right now. She's a medical infectious specialist or something. I can't remember. If any of you know, just let me know. But anyway, she has been, apparently her grandmother, I think it was her grandmother. Yes, her grandmother was a little girl when the Spanish flu hit. And she caught the Spanish flu in school and brought it home to her mother unknowingly. She was just a little girl, and her mother caught the Spanish flu and died. And that woman lived with that her whole entire life. Mild case, but I would feel so terrible if I passed it on and, took out grandma or you or, somebody else. And I think it's so good that people are waking up and saying, it's not even about us, it's about everybody. It's about us all taking care of the other people. And I love that. And I'm glad that some of the companies are starting to see that. I've been a little discouraged about my daughter's company, I have to say, because they're still sending out emails, go to work and wash your hands. And they're going into people's homes. And I don't understand, how they could do that. So, let's see. You love seeing the decorating videos. Good, Catherine. Yeah, we're gonna do that. Oh, Dr. Burks. Yeah, I think that's right. Thank you. Yes. That was very sad that, and that poor woman lived with that her whole entire life. That not Dr. Burks, but her mother lived with that she had lost her mom because she took that virus home to her, not her mother, her grandmother had taken that virus home to her. So yeah, that's all really sad. So what are you guys doing today to take care of yourself emotionally and physically? And I'll have a video up for you later, so that'll be fun. There's a really pretty house that I'm going to show you. Hubby's work keeps the electricity going. Yeah, see, I mean, some people have to, but I noticed the other day that people at Amazon are getting sick. So, out there in the factories, putting things out together. So even that is, we've been relying on Amazon, and they're getting sick. So your great grandmother died in the Spanish flu. Wow. My grandmother always lamented losing her at age 10. Oh, see, isn't that so sad? Yeah, here's the thing. It's true because I don't know if I said this yesterday, but it was my grandmother's brother died in the Spanish flu. And that was a sad thing for her mom for the rest of her life, losing her son to the Spanish flu. But it's so much harder even to lose a mom. And I just think all these people that are dying, they're not statistics. They're someone's loved ones. I found out yesterday that my mentor from grad school, his husband died. I mean, that's sad. That is so sad. And, there's just, when I think about how my sister's death changed our family and how hard it has been to move on from that and to find joy. And I think about, now what if it was me that had caused her death? That would be something I could never get over. So, that's really important. Um, Sheree, you sent me some pics. I'm not sure. Did you send them to? I might have gotten them if you sent them to my Facebook account. I have been, like, if you guys are finding my Mac.com account, I'm not on there very much. I don't see things, so it's kind of hard for me to find that. If you're on my Ann Clay Home Decor Tips, that is the one I check the most. Even on Instagram, it's kind of iffy. I'm not on Instagram every day. Hey, Sheila, you found us. You must not be sleeping. Good, welcome. All right, this virus has not reached our county yet. Good, Julie, but we are still all shut down. My husband is working from home, and I am so glad. And we cook healthy meals together, clean together, pray together, trusting in God's help so much. Yeah, trusting in God helps. Yeah. I mean, we're brought to our knees, huh? I mean, this collective issue has brought us all to our knees. So as I always do today, when the end comes here, I'm just gonna lead us in a public little meditation prayer. Just because I feel like I should. There's just people that really need some comfort and some love right now, and we all do, in a sense. In fact, today I think I'll lead you in the loving kindness meditation. So I have a video of the loving kindness meditation up. It's a 20-minute version of it, but I can lead us in a short version of that. Death is so hard. Mom's been gone for several years now, and it's still a struggle. Dorothy, yeah, it's true. Death is hard. I know that there are so many people, even on this call right now, but that have lost someone really close to them, and it changes you. It really does change you. So this is something I thought of talking about a little bit today, because one of the things about this disease, this pestilence, this hidden enemy, it's an invisible enemy. We can't even see it. It gets passed to people without any idea. Like if you think, by you touching a gas station handle that someone else touched 3 days ago with it, you could get it. That's very invisible. That makes the world very small and a scary place. And oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, Catherine, your mom's been gone. When that world is a scary place, we start thinking about our own death, right? And the death of our loved ones. And I think that's why everyone's so terrified about this, because even though we know 80% of people will come through this unscathed, if 20% or 10% died, or even 5% of everybody that gets this illness dies, that is a lot of people, which means it's a lot of death that's going to really impact a lot of people. And if you think about people grieving, you're not really functioning correctly, are you? You're half functioning. So I think about how, in this case, if someone dies, you don't get to have a funeral. You don't get to be with people. When my sister died and my father died, immediately we all came together. Wherever we were, the world stopped, and we sat together in this vigil for 7 days. We just sat there and went through all the funeral stuff, and the comfort that you get from being together is so powerful. And if you think about, in a time like this, people can't be with people in the hospital when they're dying. They can't be with each other. That's scary. And then there's also the problem that we're looking at our own death. And I used to be really afraid of death. It wasn't that I was afraid of what happened after I died, because I believe that we live on. I don't believe our life stops. I know we live on, and I have stories that I can tell sometime, knowing that my sister and my dad live on, but I believe that all our pain is wiped away at that point. However, I was scared of the thought of dying. And, I think that all of us at some point have to stare that in the face and really come to grips with that. And after that, there's at least a release that we realize we have no power. We have really no control over any of this. So, um, yeah, let's see what we're talking about here. Thank you for creating a space. It's my pleasure. Good. Yes, all those numbers have names and families, Carly. Yeah, and that's what I'm getting at. And so about a year ago, when my sister died, a little over a year ago, I started listening, and people thought I was morbid, but whatever. It helped me. Well, maybe I started listening about 5 or 6 months ago to near death experiences. I love to listen to near death experiences. When my dad died, I was reading all these books, about a visit to heaven and just trying to think what's really out there. Now I have my own set of beliefs that I grew up with, but then I thought it's all kind of hazy and I want to see what people are saying. So I started listening to these things and I found so much comfort because what I heard over and over again was people had an immediate sense of peace, like suddenly nothing mattered, which is really cool because on this earth our brains just spin and things always matter. And then they would have this sense of being completely and totally loved. And none of them wanted to come back because they were so totally loved. And listening to those stories over and over and over again, I think really healed me of that fear of death. So now that we have a pandemic and I have a tumor in the middle of my pituitary gland, I still, I haven't been afraid. I have been walking in peace through that. So I think that just really coming to that realization, and I know a lot of people come to that sooner than I did. I've been pretty scared my whole life. So I wanted to share that just because I think that has been really helpful to me in this time. My sister had a near-death experience, Terry, and what she told me was very comforting. Oh, wow, Terry, that is so cool. Dorothy, I'm not afraid to die. I know where I'm going. Yep, yep. Sheila, my mom passed in December, and I've listened to those too. Yeah, the children that I have watched really make me feel it's good. The children that I think so too. I've seen my sister. I'm just going to share this with you guys, even if you think I'm crazy, but I'm going to share it because it's true. My sister, I've had a few dreams from my sister since she died. And a few of the dreams were her telling me to take care of one of her children. And turned out that was a very timely dream and very needed. And the fact that she came to me 3 times to tell me to do that meant so much, right? And my sister would come to me in dreams, and I just said, Lori, that was her name. I said, I just want to know you're happy. I just want to see you. I miss you so much. I just need to see you. And that night, I dreamt that I was in a room with a whole bunch of people and I was doing who knows what. And she was popping into that dream. Like she was popping into the middle of the people, looking me in the eye. And as soon as she saw my eyes, she'd giggle. And she had this carefree, happy laugh. And then she'd disappear. And then she'd pop into another place and giggle. And when I woke up from that, I knew that she had been in that dream. I knew that was her. And I knew she was happy. And there was this part of me first that was mad because I thought, we're miserable down here that you're not here. And you're giggling like, a child with no cares in the world. But of course, I realized she doesn't have any cares anymore. And that dream gave me so much comfort. So thank you for believing me, Terry. Yeah, see, Dorothy, your mom has visited you. I totally, my dad visited us so much that my mom believed after a while. Narelle, hi, we have a bit of wet, gloomy day here in South Sydney. Oh, I'm so sorry, but welcome. Welcome from Sydney. That's very cool. Wow, your husband got burned at work and your mom came and helped you through it, Dorothy. Wow, that's cool. I mean, there are a lot of people with a lot of stories like these, right? And so we know it doesn't end. And I'm also a firm believer that we're not exiting, thank you, Donna, we're not exiting this world one day before we're supposed to. not one day. So, those people that are going to be exiting during this pandemic, I kind of believe this was already pre-planned. Um, and, uh, and so, I don't know. My sister came to me one other time after that. It was again, I asked her to do it. I don't ask her much, but it was just, I really wanted to see her. And she came to me and she gave me a huge hug. And I just buried myself in her arms. And I said, I miss you so much. I'm going to cry. Sorry. And she said, I know. And then she had her arm around me and we were looking out the front door of our childhood home. And in the distance, we saw this beautiful golden city. And we were just looking at it and our arms were around each other's waist. And I said, it's just that I had so much more I wanted to do with you. And she said, I know. And after that, we did some talking and we talked about people and things. And some of the things we talked about, I could verify the next day of things that she showed me. And then after a while, she said, I really have to go. Sorry. And she left. And I can't tell you how healing that was, so, so healing. Isaiah 26, keep us out. What is Isaiah 26:20, Julie? Um, so, it's all going to be okay. No matter what happens to us or our loved ones, no matter the pain we're experiencing, I believe in the end, it's all going to be okay. So thank you, Carly. Uh, it's have peace even in the storm. And that's what Eckhart Tolle was talking about, is having that peace when you're on the rock, when you're looking at the right things and you have peace. These storms aren't going to move us as badly. And has it happened to you, Narelle? Yeah, I'll tell you, when my dad died, we had so many experiences of lights and car batteries draining and dreams and phone stuff going off and things not working. And even my mom, you could feel sometimes his presence in the house. I mean, it was amazing. And, I grew up in a Protestant family. My father was a pastor. So there was not a lot of talk of, you just basically, you thought you died, angels ushered you up to the throne of God and you were up, wherever heaven was, and you were singing and casting your crowns down. But, the experiences of him being there, it was like he did tell us that he was with us. And so I believe that our loved ones are with us even after we die. In fact, I'm going to tell you this story too, because I'm telling these stories. And this one is a really cool story. So 9 months after my father died, we had already had a lot of experiences and I had a dream. And in that dream, my sister and brother, because my sister was still alive then, my brother and sister and I and my mom were together in my mom's living room and we were taking pictures. And we have a digital camera. We took a picture of the four of us on a tripod. And then my father, when we looked at the back of the camera, my father appeared in those pictures. And so we looked at the pictures and we're like, what's dad doing there? It's just the four of us in the room. And we'd look around the room. We didn't see him. We'd take another picture. My father would appear in the picture. And this happened about 3 or 4 times in my dream. And then I woke up hearing my dad's audible voice say to me, tell your mother I'm always with you. And I was like, wow, I knew that was my dad, and I knew it was. So that afternoon I went over to my mom's house to tell her that. And she said, I had the weirdest experience today. And I said, what? And she goes, see, my dad, he died in a restaurant. My dad had fainted in the gym. He was 77 and he was always working out. He was very fit. He took care of himself. He fainted in the gym one day and they did tests on him. And then they said he was good, checked out, good. So he walked over to a restaurant to meet a friend. And the waitress said, would you like coffee? And he said, yes, I would. And she turned back with the coffee and he was slumped over. He was talking, he was visiting with someone and he died right there. And they worked on him for a while, but he died. So that restaurant ended up having to clear out, because my poor father died in the middle of that cafe. And, that's just, and my mom came in and, called me and the rest was that. But anyway, that's the pre-story, because that restaurant is a place that my mom decided to go, um, and she basically, they became family because they were again joined by a common trauma, right? And so they've been so good to my mom, giving her food. My mom goes and gives her the business. And that morning she woke up. My dad died on a Monday at noon. And that day she woke up and she thought, I think I want to go. It was a Monday. It was exactly 9 months. She says, I want to go there and support them. So she was thinking about that. And then she got a phone call, and it was that restaurant. And she picked up the phone and there was no one there. And she hung it up. And then she got another phone call about 5 minutes later. Again, that restaurant, picked it up. Nobody was there, hung it up. And she goes, if they call me again, I'm going, because that's got to be a sign. That's crazy. And sure enough, the phone rang, picked it up. That restaurant, nobody was there. So she said, she went to the restaurant and she said, what's going on? Why are you calling me? And nobody's there. And they said, we're not calling you. And they went over to check their phone, and they have a fax machine, and their fax machine was inadvertently dialing my mother's number. Now she was like, whoa, it was like dad was calling her. Dad had done something. And then I told her that dream, and it was just evidence that our loved ones are always with us. And that's just one of many stories that I have. But yeah, I mean, I like to share this because I know my sister's still here and my dad's still here. And, if something happened to me, I would be still watching over my loved ones. And, yeah, chills. I know, it's just crazy. You were with your mom when she died. Well, Dorothy, that's actually a gift. I remember my aunt saying she was with her mother-in-law when she died, and my aunt actually heard angels' wings when she went. I look at all that, and when I talk about this stuff, then I can handle the pandemic. And I can even handle the pandemic with the monster with me. Again, I don't know for sure the monster's in the house with me. The virus, I pretty much think the monster's in the house with me. So, I could handle it then, because I'm like, okay, this part of me is not the whole picture. This is one little, this is the body I'm living in right now, but I'm going to continue on. And whatever I'm supposed to be doing now, I will. And I think that right now it's time for all of us to really step into ourselves and step into our lives, because what are we afraid of? I mean, one of our worst fears is right out there. And it's time to just be ourselves and shine where we're going to shine. And how many of us play it afraid all our lives? We're afraid to show our stuff, or we're afraid to do this. I got to tell you, I was afraid to start a YouTube channel. I mean, the first thing you think when you start a YouTube channel is, oh my gosh, look at me. And you just get all freaked out about it. And because we're also self-conscious. But this is the time for us to really step out, really show love, really help each other, really be there for people. And, what we don't need to play it small anymore. We need to play it big. We need to be out there, not out there, but out there with our love, with our expressions, with who we are. And yeah, that's what I think. So anyway, that's my little story. Okay, let's see what you guys are saying. Yeah, thanks for listening. Thanks for listening. Yeah, oh, your mom was peaceful. Oh, thank you, Dorothy. Well, thank you. I am glad that I started a YouTube channel. I had a lot of ideas for a YouTube channel, and I actually started one a year earlier that was on health and regaining your health after losing it, because I had lost my health and regained it. If you guys knew me 20, 30 years ago, you wouldn't believe I was the same person, because I had no energy. I was just kind of, and I was able to turn that around. So I did start a channel with that. And then after a while, I realized that I wanted to be here and help people, but I also love to decorate, All right, what's this say? Go, my people, enter your rooms and shut the doors behind you. Hide yourselves for a little while until his wrath has passed us. Whoa, That gave me chills, Julie. That's Isaiah. Whew. Yeah, I used to do a lot of, when I'd read in Isaiah, there were things that would really hit me at the time. That's something. Well, I think it's good that we're all in, and I think that there is a place, Isaiah 26:20, thank you. There is there is a comfort in being home during this time. I have a little less because I've got the virus in the house. But if you don't have the virus in the house and you don't have anyone coming in and going, there should be a lot of security in being home right now. So, um, yeah, thank you. Yeah, lots of, you know, I'm really glad that, I'm gonna tell you guys this too, because this is kind of fun. Last year on it was I think it was my dad's birthday. It was either his birthday or it was the anniversary of his death. I don't remember. He died on March 4. A friend said at the funeral he marched forth, and I thought, oh, but he died on March 4, and I think it was either his birthday or it was right next to me when I came up, and it was so weird because I was saying, Dad, we've lost so much since you died, and do you even see what's going on? And there was his hat. It was pretty crazy. Yeah. Well, I'm glad I shared. You know, I think that we need to encourage each other and share this stuff. And I know that sometimes I've had people look at me like, whoa, you're out to lunch. But yeah, it's okay. It's okay. Because yeah, I mean a lot of us have had experiences and it's really true. Yeah. Yeah. And thanks for sharing that verse, Julie. That was really good. That was really good. So, this is fun, guys. I am loving talking to you. This is really great. I've been trying to keep this like somewhere between 45 minutes and an hour. So I see my time is going away. And I'm tuned in. Thank you. In tuned. Yeah. Um, so I guess what I want to do is just go through the loving kindness meditation with you guys today. It's comforting. I use it as both a prayer and a blessing, and we'll just do it in a really abridged kind of way. And if you want to do more of that, you can go to the loving kindness meditation that I have on my channel. I might even have another one way in some of my old stuff because originally I was putting meditations, some yoga nidra, and some other things on my channel, and it might still be on there. I don't know if I erased that. When I started doing decorating, I tried to just, um, you know, kind of niche down. So, but you know what? I just think times like this call for a little bit of everything. And times like this call for some pastoral care and some, emotional support. And the truth is that I actually have a background in pastoral care. Um, I have a degree in Bible and theology, and I have an art degree. So, and I have a degree, expressive therapies certification. So I've, kind of pulling out some of all my little bags of tricks here just to give you guys, yes, life is short and you don't know what day or hour. And so you've got to live and be strong and be bold and be yourself. So you guys are a wonderful blessing. And so I'm just going to end right now with the loving kindness meditation. If you guys will join me in this, I'd really love it. You're all in the privacy of your own homes. And so if you will join me and repeat after me, this could be very powerful for all of us and just spread some more love and some more prayers onto this earth. So if you join me by putting your hands on your heart, I like to put my hands on my heart because it centers me. There's something about the act of your hands to your heart. It almost lowers your blood pressure. It just takes you down and you're getting in touch with that soul, with that spirit, closing your eyes, blocking out what's going on in the world, and just listening very quietly to your deep inner self. And this inner self is your best friend. Besides God, your higher power, but I believe that God speaks to us in our hearts. So Uh, so I like to just be still, get in touch. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. May I be happy. May I be well. May I be comfortable. And may I be at peace. We start with ourselves because we need to center down before we can spread out to others. May I be happy. May I be well. May I be comfortable. And may I be at peace. May I be happy. May I be well. May I be comfortable. And may I be at peace. Now, picture everybody here on this little chat, everybody around you, anybody that you want to send this to. May you be happy. May you be well. May you be comfortable. May you be at peace. May you be happy. May you be well. May you be comfortable. And may you be at peace. May you be happy. May you be well. May you be comfortable. May you be at peace. All right, now we go to the collective whole of all of us in the world. May we be happy. May we be well. May we be comfortable. May we be at peace. May we be happy. May we be well. May we be comfortable. May we be at peace. May we be happy. May we be well. May we be comfortable. And may we be at peace. Take a deep breath in and release it. And bless your neighbors. And I thank you for this time together today. And I will come back tomorrow to be with you guys sometime between 4 and 5. Good. Thank you, Carly, for liking my Valentine's bedroom. Peace to everybody. Prayers for all the new friends. Yes, Dorothy. And thank you for all the prayers for our family. And I will see you guys tomorrow. And make sure you look in a few hours. That video will be up of the beautiful house. So looking forward to seeing you guys. Glad you could all make it today. Take care. Bye-bye.